Hey Fae folk, welcome back. So for today's video, we're going to be doing another Dolls I Do Want video, which if you are unfamiliar with that concept, it's where I talk about dolls that have either come out recently or ones that we have stock photos for that should be coming out in the relatively near future. And I just discuss the ones that I am super excited for and that I do plan to buy. It's the inverse of the Dolls I Don't Want video. I did just post one of those where predictably I talked about the dolls in that same sort of time frame range that I don't plan on buying. But yeah, today we're doing like the more positive inverse of that. I'm going to talk about the dolls that have got me really excited that I can't wait for them to hit store shelves so that I can get them in my grabby little hands. Of course, we are going to be just talking about my opinion today. If you hate all these dolls, totally chill. It's not a big deal. Just do please be kind about that if you want to discuss it in the comments down below. We don't have like too many dolls to get through just because I am a pretty picky person. So like the don't want list does tend to always be a little bit longer than the do want list, but we still have enough to make this video. So let's go ahead and just jump on into it. Alrighty, so we're going to be kicking things off with a Disney IOY doll. I don't technically collect Disney dolls like Disney Princess or like any other like proper Disney IP, but I do sometimes make exceptions for the IOYs just because they are like more, inspired by Disney. It's more of a Disney bounding than like a character doll. And sometimes they've got really cool pieces. And that is definitely the case for this Hocus Pocus doll. This one is so hard for me because like, I look at this doll and the base doll is absolutely gorgeous, like beautiful base doll. So I'm like, oh, I would like to, have her and dress her up in her fashions. But also I want to steal that cardigan, like the spiderweb red cardigan for a Draculaura so bad. It's not even funny. And even the pants, I'm like, that would look so cute on another Monster High doll. So like, I don't know in what capacity I want this doll to be a part of my collection. Like, I don't know if I'll end up keeping the doll and she'll wear something else, or if I'll keep her and she'll wear this, or like what the situation is. But there are enough pieces that she comes with that I do feel like I need to add her to the collection at some point. I will probably wait on a sale just because I'm not like sold on everything. I don't like really either of the shirts. Not that there's anything like inherently wrong with them. They're just not necessarily for me. But like I said, I love the cardigan, love the pants. I think both the shoes have a lot of potential. That cat purse is so cute. It's not even funny. The skirt I'm interested in. I would really like to see how that fits on other dolls. I'm just like curious about that because I think it could be very cute or it could be very bad. So like there are enough pieces here that I definitely want to have this doll and her pieces at some point. I just don't know that I would go ahead and pay full price for her, but regardless, at some point I gotta have this because some of these pieces, and again, the base doll, so cute. And then we have a singular entry for Rainbow High, and after this it is all Monster High for the rest of the video. So this is Amaya with a little fashion closet. This is the second time that Rainbow High has done something like this. Back when they first launched, they did a similar sort of situation with Avery with a bunch of extra clothes. And I did have that doll and I did get rid of like a lot of the pieces and I think the base doll as well. But I also kept a lot of the pieces. So this one is another one that I think I'm definitely going to wait for a sale for just because I don't know that I would end up keeping all of it, but I do think it is quite cute. This one is definitely more decorative and like it is a little bit more kiddish than the original one, like everything with Rainbow High now, but I don't find it so far in the direction of kiddish that it's like outside of my realm of interest. I don't know, something about like the way that the rainbow is done is very cool on like the actual closet portion. And I like the fact that it has a like hanging section, but it also has little shelves so you could put like shoes or purses or something on it. I just feel like that could be really fun to display like some of the extra fashions that I have because I have a whole container of extra Rainbow High clothes that aren't on a doll right now. And like some of those clothes are absolutely beautiful. So I feel like this could be a fun way to be able to display some of that while it like still incorporates the Rainbow High branding. It's not just like, hey, these are kind of just here like blue tacked to a shelf or something like that. I think the Amaya is okay. I don't really feel that much about her base doll, but I don't hate her either. I just don't feel a lot. The clothes though, I am quite excited by, and that's like what's really tipping me over the edge to be like, okay, I probably won't pay full price, but I do want to get this at some point. I just think the pieces are really fun. We've got these like pastel pants with little cutouts on the thigh that like I just love that. I love the color scheme. I like the cut of them. I'm not like I don't know if I'm 100% sold on the stars and stuff, but I like the cut and the color enough to where like I can overlook that. The blue top, that's so cute with like the ruffle sleeves. That's absolutely adorable. We have a pretty basic, just like rainbow shirt, but we've got this super fun pink and gold wrap skirt that I'm very, very drawn to. I feel like that would look really good on Simone. I have Simone not on my shelves. If you saw my like Rainbow High collection tour that I did somewhat recently, she's a doll that I own that wasn't featured in that video because she's in a bin over there waiting for an outfit because I just like have not yet found an outfit that I feel like looks good for her. This skirt is very promising to me. I think that's very cute. We've got like the rainbow high hoodie. The little like sort of tweed-ish black skirt is maybe my least favorite piece, but I still feel like I could style that reasonably. And then we've got some shoes and bags. So overall, the fashion is what's really drawing me to this. I just do love having extra fashion pieces to get to mix and match and redress my rainbow high dolls with. Like that's very, very fun for me. I think the Amaya doll could look really cute. I probably wouldn't keep her in this outfit that they have her displayed with, but like we could dress her in a little something something, and I like the display. So overall, there's a lot about this that really draws me in. I think it's 44 US dollars on Amazon, something like that. So honestly, it's not like horrifically expensive considering everything that it comes with, but I do just, I like a good deal. So I'll probably wait, as I've said, but I really do want to add this to the collection. And that brings us to the Monster High portion of this video, which is most of the video. I'm going to go ahead and talk about the stuff that I've like already touched on in other videos, and then we'll end with like the stuff that I haven't really talked about as much. So first of all, we have the Skeletor for the Corpse Bride, Emily. I'm so excited for this doll. I'm high-key aggravated, okay? I've already made one dedicated video on her about like her release and her design and everything, just based off of the stock photos. And I did order her off Amazon because I didn't, hi baby, I didn't want to have to pay the shipping to get her from Mattel Creations. But the flip side to that is that everyone I think who ordered from Mattel Creations who like lives within the US has already gotten their dolls, and I'm sitting here waiting on Amazon to finally ship mine out. She's supposed to arrive September 2nd. So it's coming up. It's coming up pretty quick. I'm just like fingers crossed that something doesn't go wrong and she doesn't get canceled and that she actually arrives so I can post my somewhat late review. So I will make, hopefully, a total of 2 dedicated videos for this doll. But we're still going to talk about her in this one too, just very, very briefly. Obviously, I like her. Like I already, like I said, made one video about her and then I ordered her. And this is actually the first like proper Skeletor branded doll that I have ever bought. So needless to say, I think she's very cute and very fun. Like, is she the highest quality thing I've ever seen? No. But I do think she's on par with like other Skeletors that come out. And for me, I really, really like her design. So I'm just waiting at this point. Then we have the third line of core dolls from G3 of Monster High to discuss. Again, this is one that I've made a whole dedicated video on, sort of defending them a little bit, because I feel like these dolls did get a lot of hate upon these images releasing. So again, we're going to kind of be a little bit more brief with this so I don't bore you guys just repeating everything. First, we have Draculaura. I love the split dye hair. Technically, it's like slightly color blocked because she has a little section that's like the reverse. But I love color blocking. I love split dyes. I love asymmetrical designs. So immediately very drawn into that. And I just think her whole aesthetic for this doll is so cutesy and fun and adorable. I know a lot of people don't like the amount of bows she has on, but I really love the amount of bows. Honestly, I could have taken more. I don't even care. I think she's genuinely really cute. And it does appear that she has fabric leg warmers. Thank you, Mattel. Thank you, Monster High. You don't always give us quality, but at least these aren't plastic. So yeah, I am excited about her. And then of course, Cleo. Obviously, I'm going to love this doll. I think her silhouette that she has for the clothing pieces is really exciting this time around. Getting the cargo pants is like a fun deviation from most of the things that we see for G3. So like immediately I'm drawn in. I think the top is gorgeous with like the patterns and everything. Like everything about this is just a huge win to me, but I'm also severely biased towards Cleo. So maybe I'm just hardwired to like all of her dolls, but it doesn't really matter why. I need this. And then the last one from that lineup that's going to be featured in today's video is Laguna. She's another one, like, I mean, I know I said the whole line was kind of getting dunked on. I feel like she's quite controversial. A lot of people really, really hate her skirt, or even if they don't hate the skirt inherently, they hate the skirt paired with like the puff sleeves. And you're free to feel that way, obviously. Like, it's not that serious. But me, I'm obsessed with this. I love her so much. Like, every time I look at this stock photo for like videos, or just because it's in my camera roll and so I see it sometimes, I just fall more and more in love with this doll. I genuinely think she's so gorgeous. I cannot wait for this lineup to get released because I need to have them in my hands right now. But as of time of filming, we do have one more doll that I haven't talked about extensively. I'm really, really hoping that I'm going to be able to add an editing note to talk about the Dia de los Muertos Skeleta doll that's going to be coming out this year, because she's supposed to come out very soon. Like, actually, I think she's also releasing on September 2nd. I'm supposed to get my Emily on September 2nd, and I think that doll is supposed to release September 2nd. But as of time of filming, we still don't have stock photos. So I don't want to use any photos because I'm paranoid about copyright strikes. So I'm really hoping that between now when I'm filming this and when this has to go up, I'll be able to do like a little editing insert for her, because I do want her. So if you've seen like other people's photos of that doll, like the leaks, or I think she was shown at like Toy Fair or something like that, if you've seen those pictures, know that I want that doll desperately. In case I can't include her in this video, she deserves to be there. But the for certain inclusion is actually another Skeleta doll, and that is her G3 version. I am so excited about this doll. I feel like every time we get pictures for a new like core character in G3, they just keep upping the bar. Like, they just keep getting better and better. She is so unbelievably pretty to me. Like, I don't even know what else to say besides that. I think the shoes are really cute. I love her dress, like the colors and the silhouette and everything that we've got going on. The sleeves are like not really sleeves, but you know, like the floof kind of at her shoulder. It's so beyond. It's so gorgeous. It does feel like in some ways quite similar to her G1 core doll, but for me, this is such an upgrade. I think it's really cute that she's got like some orange and some pink in her hair, but the face, the face on this doll is so wildly pretty to me. Like, I can't believe this exists. I just genuinely am so pleasantly shocked by how stunning she, like, I can't tear my eyes away from my phone because I'm staring at her. She's so gorgeous, and I'm just so excited. I'm also very curious to see, because I don't have any Skeletas in my collection, like, not intentionally. It's just never happened. And so I'm very curious because I do want the Dia de los Muertos one that's going to be in the G1 style. Again, I don't know if I'll be able to show pictures, but I want that one. And I obviously want this G3 one. And I think it's really cool because I'll be able to experience for the first time the skeleton body for Monster High, but also presumably it's going to be a little bit different for the G3 body. So I'm super excited to see how that is and see how like that's executed. And I'm sure like people who have owned Skeletas before are also excited, but just as someone who never has had any Skeletas, I'm really hyped to be able to like see the skeleton body in person with my own two eyes and see like the two variants of it, because like that was such a big deal back in G1 of Monster High when she first got released for various reasons. I'm not going to get into like any of the controversy with that, but I just think it's such a cool thing for a monster doll line to have a skeleton doll. Like, what an absolute vibe. So yeah, I'm really excited just in general for Skeleta, but focusing in on this G3 one, I think this redesign for her is absolutely gorgeous. It does, I think, keep some of like the spirit of the things that were really good about the G1 version of her, but again, it just elevates it so much. She cannot come out soon enough for me. But yes, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. Like I said in the intro, I know it's definitely a little shorter than my dolls I don't want list, because again, I'm sort of a picky person, but I think I make up for it by being very enthusiastic about the dolls that I do end up wanting to have. Obviously, I would love to hear your opinions on all the dolls that we discussed in today's video, or if there are other ones that I didn't talk about that you're excited about, would love to hear that from you as well. Just in general, always like to know what y'all are feeling when I talk about what I am feeling. But yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or your night or whatever it might be, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.